Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about what happened last week. If you're a Canadian reseller, you probably know what this is about. We had tariffs put on our items, and then they were taken away, or they were paused for 30 days. Then they were put back on just for items made in China and Hong Kong, and then they were taken away. And we're all sitting here going, what is going on? What do we need to be doing? Can we still ship to the US? It was a crazy week. It was so stressful because there wasn't a lot of information that was like absolutely the truth. There was a lot of non-truth out there. There was not a lot of information. So it was really hard to navigate. So all this was going on, and we knew going into last Monday when we normally ship that we ran the risk that these things might get tariffs put on them. And it wasn't even clear who was paying them, whether it was the seller shipping it in or whether it was the buyer shipping it in. So we weren't even clear about that. We decided that we would ship anyway on Monday because we had eBay packages that had to be shipped by that date, or you end up getting dinged or you have to cancel or whatever. So we did ship. Now, we ship with Stallion, and we dropped things off Monday morning in London, and our items were over the border by Tuesday morning, 100%. They were in the hands of the Stallion Depot there. So I felt good because at least they made it over the border, and they were being held before they could, they needed to figure things out. What was going on? How do they charge this? It was a mess. It was just a mess. I'm babbling about it because it was just such a mess. We figured, though, if we ship, at least we can mark those items as shipped, which is what we did. I had a couple of packages for Posh US. I did ship them. They did come up with tracking for Poshmark on USPS, which is fantastic. So I'm covered. I'm still expecting my buyers to be mad because it's taken over a week. They just started moving Sunday, so it was almost a full week before they actually started moving onto USPS. So it's still going to take them time to get their items. So I do expect people to be upset about the ship time. I know that it wasn't me. I know that what was going on with the customs and the government and things like that. So we came to Thursday, when is another day that we normally ship. It was really crappy weather, so we did push it till Friday, thank goodness. And that at this point, we had to be marking things that were made in China or Hong Kong on the packages. Okay, fine. The actual announcement said it had to be a sticker on the package saying made in China. I just wrote made in China on the package. I don't care. I don't see how it's any different. So I did do that. Those items that I shipped on Friday tracked, no issues whatsoever. Everything is fine. There's no tariffs now. Everything is sort of on pause right now. So today is Monday. I went to do my shipping. I went to my Stallion, and they're still asking for the HS code and the country of origin. I think this has been put in place because we don't know what's coming, because the tariffs have only been paused. So why not keep it there? Put it into your sort of tasks to do when you're shipping. And you know what? It's really good practice for what's coming. Probably is what's coming. And it's really good practice if you want to start selling internationally. It's stuff you need to know. So, how the country of origin. One thing about that was a little unclear is that you needed to have proof of country of origin. So I don't know what that exactly means. I am making sure that I have photos of the tags that say made in wherever. And for the most part, a lot of this is easy to do because it's on the size tag anyway, or the material tag. I do have a list of things that I do have to go through because they're not on those tags. I want to see if they're somewhere else. So figuring out a photo is probably the best thing to do. So I want that. With the made in China, made in Hong Kong, I have not made stickers. I know that we probably have a roll of little things around here that I could write on. Right now, I'm not writing them on my packages. I'm not putting a sticker on it. But if it comes to be that you need to have stickers, you know what, you could, buy cheap stickers from the dollar store. I don't have an example because they're not in my here. You just get little stickers and just write China on it or made in China. Put that on your package. Make it really, really super simple for yourselves. Don't overthink it. Don't get panicky about it. With the HS codes, Canada Post does have a search that you can go into. There's a link in one of my Facebook groups. I will put that down below in the description. I will try my best to remember to do that. But you can just go to Canada Post and then search there for HS codes. There's the harmonized something system code. Harmonized system code, I think it is. And it doesn't matter what country you're in, they're all the same. I just Googled. I just went HS code for, and for whatever the item was. Make sure you're specific. Well, for me, I think, in my opinion, the more specific, the more details I give, the better that my package is going to be. Some people were using just a general code for used clothing. I think that's going to raise a red flag if they get like 10 or 20 packages that's just saying used clothing. Maybe. I don't know. It seems to be working for them, so okay. I just went in and said used women's jeans, used men's top, new or used women's ski pants, stuff like that. And I'm adding these things to my listing. I'm going into the private information section that Poshmark has at the bottom of the listing. And I'm putting not only the country of origin, I'm putting the HS code there as well, so that I don't have to do it when I'm packing. I mean, it's 6 of one, half of a dozen of the others. So when I'm doing new listings, I'm putting it in. I put most of them in my other old listings already. I've gone through them all. But, you know, you could be doing it when you're packaging as well. So it's not a huge thing to do. The Google search is really super easy. Just make sure you're specific. And if it's used, make sure you put that in, the gender of the item, and what it is. That is my take on it. I am going to be doing more detailed HS codes. I think that just covers my butt a bit more. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what we were dealing with all last week. I had items that were not moving, but like I said, they were at least tracking and they were updated in Poshmark. So that made me feel at least a little more protected. I know that DYK out west was having issues where they couldn't even take things over the border. So a lot of their items, some people are talking about having orders canceled because they hadn't shipped yet, even though it was at DYK. But because it doesn't upload the tracking until USPS gets it or until it goes over the border, they just weren't getting updated. So they have to get their items back from DYK. And I don't know why out west had an issue, but here in Ontario we did not. I don't know. I don't know why there was sort of a difference there. I don't see why there would have been a difference, but there was. So coming up in the future, like I said, these tariffs are paused right now. So we have to keep our eyes open and our ears open to see exactly what it's going to mean for us as sellers. Is it going to be a fee that's placed on us? Because that's the way it's sounding. You have to make sure then that your items are worth the extra 10 to 20 to 30% more that it's going to cost you to get it over the border. I have deleted a few things from my American closet because they were just really low sale items. They were like $10 and it's just not worth to add another dollar, say, on top of that. Even if I only got it at the bins, there's too much for the effort. So I did delete a few things from there, but I'm also keeping a lot more things there too. So it's not really affecting me as of yet. I have been thinking, is it worth for me to have extra fees put on this? Let's see what happens. I do have a bit of breathing room now because I think there's only like 3 weeks left, 2.5 weeks left of the pause. So we'll see what happens. It was a crazy week. I was really, really stressed out. I did not get a lot of listing done last week. I'm going to try to make up for that today and tomorrow. I haven't been sourcing. I didn't source it all last week. This week, Artelise is a thrift store here. It opened about a year ago. They've rebranded it as an outlet store where nothing is over $10. So I want to go check that out. A friend of mine went on the weekend, and when they did the grand reopening on Wednesday, they were giving out $20 gift cards to the first 50 people. They are continuing that until next Wednesday or till Wednesday. So we're going to go tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and see if we can get a $20 gift card and to see what kind of things they have. My friend was saying they had purses that were $3, which was fantastic. Nothing is over $10. So if you can find some really good brands and maybe coats or dresses, things that tend to be priced up at other stores, I'm going to try and do that. So we are going to go to Artelise tomorrow. If I get anything, I'll let you know what I got and give you my idea of what I think of it is, what I think of it. The Tilly's in town is not a store I went into very often. I found it very, very overpriced, and they didn't really have a great sort of sale for me. I know that they do manager specials and things like that, but I found the store really uncomfortable to shop in. The racks were like this close together, like it was really hard to even get a cart down there, and if somebody else was in the row, forget about it. And the clothes were really, really tight. Like the racks, you couldn't do this. You had to sort of like this. So it's not a comfortable shopping experience, but we're going to go check it out anyway. Yeah, so that's about it for today. I'm hopeful that this week is much more calm and back to normal. I'm going to get listing, I'm going to get selling things. I sent out offers today. I'm trying to do that waterfall thing where you send out, normally my discount is 15%, so I sent out 20% this morning, and I'm going to send out 25% tomorrow morning just to see if I can get some more sales generating. Let's see if I can get some things going. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.